And they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Jones. He'll get this to the rookie from Florida. That's Kadarius Toney. Dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 4 yards remain for second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady rolling to his right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. ready now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Jones. He targets Ingram for another grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now Jones off the bootleg. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. (7-7) our score after one. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A big play, Brady to Gronkowski, 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the draw, this is Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Single. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Hey, Alabama.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Regular.
Brady going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st down, New York.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Finding room to the 20.
Stevenson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Carlton Davis.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st down, Giants.
Jones on 1st down.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Brady. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
45. Mike, 45.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Line 20. Let's go no, 66. We got 3.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Yeah, that's what I do. Ozzie. Cover.
The final shot before half for Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
I told you.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Play action. Now it's Brady. Flushed out right.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first down carry for Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
116 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd and 4.
Throwing Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often...
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14.
Buccaneers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, now Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Alert!
Here's Brady to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seat.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Saquon Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Jones. Able to find Isabella. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Giants 35, Buccaneers 21. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 29 is the Mike 29. It's going to be
on 2nd down, here's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get...
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, nice move. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady goes right side, complete to Gronk. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers.
We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now Brady. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Gronkowski from 6 yards away. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Suckum. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, You got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Giants.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And got his man complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Brady. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Isabella open on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.